Hey, Bardia Fereidooni here. In this podcast, we have Kaveh Zoghi from Eskan Developers. He's actually one of the highest ranked contractors on Yelp. Let's talk about some mistakes homeowners make when hiring a contractor.
When the deciding factor is only the price and the price only, when they go with the cheapest contractor, I think that's a pretty big mistake. Never pay a contractor more than $1,000 when you sign up the contract. By law, a contractor is not allowed to charge more than $1,000 upon signing the contract. Now, the second payment can be the material deposit, which is fine, but you never pay for labor upfront. So if you have a $10,000, let's say you have a $20,000 bathroom remodel, right? And if the client comes and tells you, if your contractor tells you that, oh, you need to give me 10 grand up front for me to even start this job, that's not the right way of doing it. They're not allowed to ask for that. So a lot of the bathroom, we're design build, so we do the design where we help clients select materials, we order materials, so on and so forth for them. So the materials that we have to order, we will get that money up front. So the first payment is the $1,000, maximum of $1,000 or 10% of the contract. So if it's $7,000 contract, the maximum you can get on your first check is $700. Or a maximum of $1,000. So if it's a $20,000 contract, you can get the maximum of $1,000.
Not $2,000.
Not $2,000.
Gotcha.
So, but the second payment can be the material deposit. But the material deposit needs to be invoiced, like tiles, plumbing fixtures, sinks, vanity, so on and so forth. But the labor portion of it, like you always pay for the labor portion after it's completed. Like for example, so we do demolition, we do framing, we do plumbing, we do hot mop, and then we invoice the client. So if a contractor asks you to pay a bunch of money up front, they're either being dishonest or they have nefarious intentions, possibly. Because that's not usually how it works.
So let's say with a $20,000 bathroom project, they give you the job. So upon signing, they'll give you $1,000.
Correct.
And then how does the process, like very brief summary of
So in the estimate, we have a schedule of payments.
Okay.
So our work is sequential. So $1,000 upon signing the contract. Then there's a material deposit. Let's say you're purchasing, some clients like to purchase the materials themselves, so that's a different story. But if they're purchasing the materials through us, we invoice them for the tiles, the countertop, the sinks, the faucets, the mirror, whatever material that's involved in doing the job. And then once that material is all ordered, we like to start the job when all the material is ordered and it's available at the house. The worst thing you can do is to demo a bathroom and realize the tile is back ordered for 4 months.
Oh no.
That I made that mistakes in the beginning, those mistakes.
Yeah.
Because our vendor would say, oh, I'm gonna have your tile available next week. Don't worry, go ahead, start the project. And we would demo the whole bathroom and the vendor would be like, oh, sorry, it's still at the port. It's still stuck on, it's still at the sea, or we're not gonna have for the next 3 months. And then you're dealing with a whole other set of problems. Then you have to find a whole other design, substitute. Unhappy clients, say the least. So we like to order all the materials. Once the materials are all ready at the house, then we start the job, and then we finish 1/3 of the labor portion of it, like demo, plumbing, framing, hot mop, electrical, and then we invoice the client for that portion.
For the first third.
For the first third, exactly. So getting back to your question, long answer long, is that never pay your contractor a large lump sum of money up front unless it's for
material.
It's for materials, exactly.
And
not raw materials, finished materials. So like, I'm not charging the client for lumber that I need and for 2x4s that I need to do my framing.
Yeah.
I charge for that stuff as a part of labor after it's done. Unless it's a big addition job. If a big addition job where you have 25 grand worth of lumber, then you can ask for that money up front.
Ask for it up front.
Because you have to pay for it we have to pay for it up front.
If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe. We'll have a ton of more content like this with lawyers, roofers, and other top professionals in their field. Ciao.